Hello world, it is another Monday. It is February, I'm just making sure I get this right. It's February the 6th of 2017. And time is just moving along rather quickly. I'm actually playing music in the background because I think that I can play this and it's okay. I'm playing it because I do want to break my usual protocol and tell you about a release that's only available on Bandcamp. And it's from someone I consider a long distance friend who I've actually never met. His name is Brendan James. He lives in Australia. He's a member of the BC. I don't know the last time he made a video because, as I tell you guys, I don't watch a lot of videos. This is his latest work, and it is called Angel of the Gap. Now, I get asked a lot, seriously, I get a steady requests from musicians who would like for me to review their material that's only available digitally. And that's just no fun for me. I like I like getting records, okay? I like physical stuff. And so that's why I draw the line. This one I make an exception, not because Brendan is a friend, that's part of it, but this is really good. Now let me just see if I can find the track. Brendan is able to do the Brian Eno thing. I try to do it. It's not like I'm trying to copy Brian Eno, but I'm trying to figure out in my own way, how does he create those long tones? It's not just reverb, it's something else. And Brendan seems to have figured it out. And this album is gorgeous. I'll leave a link to it. I just want to say again to some folks who may be watching this, Angel of the Gap is the name of the album again. If any of you folks who are watching who have asked me to review your music on Bandcamp and I've declined, it's just, please understand it's my decision. This is exceptional. I really think so, Brendan. Really exceptional. Another piece of vinyl that was sent to me. Yeah, I love receiving records. And when I was in shape, it was round robin. I've applied for Social Security because I'll be 62 this year. With that bit of steady income, perhaps I'll be able to get back to sending out gifts of music as well as receiving them. It's two-way. Someone left a little comment. I know they were trying to dig. I know, but it's two-way. You got me wrong, people. You racist fuckers. That's what you are. The people that are always on me, racist, thinking I'm just a no-good darky. I laugh about it because it's really true. I mean, if this shit wasn't true, we wouldn't have Trump as president. He's a perfect example of people who think like that. My friend Randy Lemasters in Pittsburgh sent this to me, a late Christmas present. Psych Box. It's a box set of 5 CDs, 1 7-inch of a variety of material that is called psychedelic. Let me just go ahead and turn this down some if I can. Isn't that beautiful though, folks? See what I mean? It's beautiful. The Psych Box is really nice, and I really appreciate the gift from a friend Randy. A fake sheet of blotter acid. I remember what these look like. I've done a lot of acid. 7-inch single. One side is a lecture by Timothy Leary. The other is credited to Jimmy Page. It's called Flashing Lights. I forget whose name it came out under originally. And then a booklet that gives you just a quick summation of the bands. I really appreciate the gift. I'm gonna tell you honestly, and this is no diss to the gift, but I could do a better job of compiling a Psych Box as far as choosing tracks. I'm enjoying this, but there's a lot on here that if I had put this box together, it wouldn't be on here. Thank you very much for the gift. Thank you very much for the gift, Randy, if you happen to see this. Some other news. I had the debut of my new band this last weekend. I was calling it the Derek Higgins Experience, and then Aaron, who plays synthesizer in the band, came up with DHX, as in DH Experience. Why didn't I think of that? So we're calling it DHX. The show went well. I mean, the band played as well as they could, although they still hardly knew my material. There's several clips of the show on my Facebook page if you want to see and hear what we sounded like. It's not too bad. We already have 2 more shows already. The response was really good. And I sold merch too, which is really nice. And on top of that, I have some orders came in this weekend. I still have CDs and albums for sale. I'll leave the link. My nice vinyl is running out. I will be sold out of the yellow album probably this year. Just right quick, I was listening to some Porcupine Tree this weekend. Narcotic Self, single, chord that made $1 million, 4 chords that made $1 million. I just like what Steven Wilson does. I really do. Just like what that young man does. I really do. What else can I show you right quick? Looking forward to announcing the release of this compilation CD I was telling you about that I'm on, Frets of Yore. One of the other artists that's on that CD was online showing that she was listening to this, The Lodge, Smell of a Friend. This is kind of a follow-up in a way to the album Q Roan by Peter Blegvad and John Greaves, people who were involved in Slap Happy and Henry Cow. And also Jacko Jaksic, who is now in King Crimson. Hadn't played this in years, and this is way better than I remembered it. Really, like watching a play. Like watching a play. It's really good. The Lodge, Smell of a Friend. Also happy to say that Stupid Morning Bullshit on the Adult Swim channel, they just ordered more shows. So I'm on Adult Swim. And I just taped a segment for them this morning. The record that I showed in this one, I don't know when it'll be on the air, was Betty Davis, They Say I'm Different. She was married to Miles Davis. She really helped him to up his game as far as his wardrobe, his hipness to modern times, Jimi Hendrix. And this album is really good. And Prince has cited her as a direct influence on how he tries to play funk. And you can hear it on this album. Plus her other album. Really good stuff. Really good. This, this is not rated amongst Miles Davis albums, but I play it a lot. I just played it again this weekend, twice all the way through. I just love this album by Miles Davis. Fantastic. Keeping it real short today. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I've got to wrap up this movie I've been working on this week. I've got Chemicals, the band Chemicals. We're going to try and patch it together. We're getting together tonight. Wish us luck. We actually have a show that was scheduled before I quit. And we're going to try to honor that show this week. Also going to see if we can keep the band together, because the band is too good for it to not happen. But I, for one, am too old to deal with youthful, irreverent disrespect, which was part of what was going on and why I said I'm not having this bullshit. And if that is still there, I'm not having it. Chemicals will be over. But I don't want it to be. So we're going to find out tonight. So is there any good news from the Trump camp yet for the average American? None that I can discern. Is there any good news about Trump for the average person, not just Americans, but the world? Please, that man is so full of shit. Have to put it out there because we're living under his administration, and it is not right. I'll be the first to say hallelujah if he does something actually beneficial for somebody other than himself. Also, the last thing I'll say is this, is that February is Black History Month. I've always had an issue with it being Black History Month. The reasoning why they say it's February, I don't buy. The main thing that I've always noticed is that February happens to be the shortest month in the year. How ironic that that's the month that they give to black people. If you go on my Facebook page, you'll see my banner today, or my heading, which is African American History Month is every month. America's history is our history. Come on with this bullshit. I have to say these things because there's just so much that needs to be set straight.